punt. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. We're scoreless after 1. To the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
That's track. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Switch. Up, up. Hey, wahoo! I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
King. Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Greystone travel. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
53 is the mark. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What we got?
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Allen. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Mike, come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. Mike 42. Pistol. Come on, dude. Hey, watch it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Uses the spin.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Here we go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Browns are able to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They run again with Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you... Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
45. Mike, 45.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Yo. Hey, high 7. Here we go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st down, Hunt, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Alert! Get ready!
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, it's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Too little, cupcake. Kill.
On 3rd down, Grant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jannard Avery. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Alert! Alert! Five!
First down, Mayfield. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Run. Check 52. He's coming. Alert! Watch.
Mayfield down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Check 24.
They'll run with Geis. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, got
a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. And the catch made by Hopkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Odell Beckham Jr. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really.
And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's in. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.